much awaited verdict in the Ayodhya title suit dispute will be pronounced by the Supreme Court of India at 10:30 a.m. today. Sitting on a non-working day, a 5-judge bench will pronounce whether the disputed land of 2.77 acres, where a 16th century mosque once stood, belongs to Muslims or to Hindus who claim it to be the place where Lord Ram was born. The big day has arrived now, ending days of speculation over the date and time when the Supreme Court will pronounce this landmark verdict on Ayodhya title suit case. The Chief Justice of India, Ranjan Gogoi, chose a non-working day for pronouncing his decision. It will be a special sitting that 5 judges of the Supreme Court will make at 10:30 a.m. to pronounce a decision that has serious political and religious ramifications. Justice Gogoi, who retires on November 17th, had this in mind when he met the Chief Secretary and Director General of Police of Uttar Pradesh, a state where Ayodhya is located. The 2 officers, accompanied with their subordinates, have briefed the CGI about the preparations that are underway to ensure no untoward incident occurs in and around Ayodhya. Even in the capital city of Delhi, all security arrangements are in place, with the police even monitoring the social media platforms to avoid sharing of messages that can impact law and order. The case has a long history and dates back to the time when Mughal ruler Babur is believed to have constructed a mosque in the year 1528 at the disputed site in Ayodhya. This mosque was named Babri Mosque. Incidentally, this piece of land is sacred to Hindus, and as they claim, this was the birthplace of Lord Ram. They further claim that a pre-existing temple stood where Babur built a mosque. This mosque was in fact demolished in 1992, following which tensions between the 2 religious communities have remained high. For years, the matter lingered around for a judicial determination. It finally arrived on September 30th, 2010, when the High Court of Allahabad directed a 3-way partition of the land in favor of Hindus, Muslims and a Hindu sect called Nirmohi Akhara, who claim to manage the worship of the deity. Not happy with the decision, the 3 sides filed appeals in the Supreme Court, on which a decision will now come. Besides CGI, there are other judges who form the part of its epic decision, and these judges include Ashok Bhushan and S. Abdul Nazir. With just hours to go for the most important verdict of the century, elaborate security arrangements have now been put in place in parts of India. Prime Minister Modi, in a series of tweets, has called for peace and harmony as Supreme Court is all set to deliver the judgment on the historical Ayodhya land dispute. PM Modi said that whatever the Supreme Court decides will not be at loss or a victory, in fact, for any party, and harmony must be maintained at all cost. Meanwhile, heavy security arrangements have been made in Uttar Pradesh and especially in Ayodhya. All schools and colleges and educational institutes in Uttar Pradesh will remain closed till Monday. Earlier, Chief Justice of India, Ranjan Gogoi, chaired a high-profile meet with the top officials of the UP government. Educational institutions will remain also closed in Delhi, Madhya Pradesh, Karnataka and Jammu Kashmir's Kathua. Section 144 has been imposed across Uttar Pradesh and also parts of Karnataka. A special effort is also being made that fake news does not circulate on social media on this issue. It's for this reason that the local administration in Uttar Pradesh has deployed 16,000 volunteers to maintain calm. 4 security zones have been created in Ayodhya. Security zones have been divided into red, yellow, green and blue zones. Now, red and yellow will be manned by the paramilitary. Blue and green will be manned by local police. Red zone covers the disputed site and yellow 5 kilometers outside it. 4,000 paramilitary forces have been deployed in Ayodhya. The Home Ministry has issued an advisory to state governments to ensure that law and order is maintained through the country. Police have sealed off the roads leading to sensitive Ramkot area. Even the Indian Railways, which is a major artery of transportation in India, is bracing itself for the verdict. Some railway staff have been called back from their holidays and their leaves have been cancelled. 80 major railway stations have been identified as nerve centres and will remain on high alert. And until the end of December, any assembly of more than 4 people will not be allowed in Ayodhya. Every political organization in the country has appealed its followers to ensure that calm and peace is maintained. It is being ensured that the verdict is neither celebrated nor do protests break out against it in the country.
देखने लगी आपको ऐसा नहीं इसी तरफ देखिए